Well, hello, Year 3, and welcome to today's Destination Reader lesson. It's Miss Everingham here, and I'm very excited to be taking over from Miss Borum this week and teaching the Destination Reader lessons. We're continuing with The Hedgehog by Dick King Smith. So let's get stuck into it. So, as like with last week, all keywords that are really important are in red. We've got some questions that we're going to be asking you that are in blue. And when we want you to write something, those words will be in green. Look out for these as we go through the PowerPoint. Before we get started, we're going to need a few things in this lesson. You're going to need a copy of The Hedgehog, the strategy prompt sheet, and a pencil and a piece of paper, or your home learning book. Pause the video and go grab those things, and come back and press play when you're ready to keep going. Right, let's keep reading to find out what happens in The Hedgehog by Dick King Smith. So this week we're continuing with strategy number 3, which is inference. So inference means to read between the lines to look for clues. So you're going to get your magnifying glasses today to look for the clues. So there are a few words that I think you need to know before we get started. Admire, my turn, admire, your turn, admire. My turn, admire, your turn. So to admire means to respect or look up to someone. So in the book today, somebody is going to respect or look up to someone else. Suitable, my turn, suitable, your turn. My turn, suitable, your turn. When something is suitable, it means to be right for someone or something. To be right for someone or something. So again, in the book today, something is going to be suitable for someone else. The last word, my turn, advice, your turn. My turn, advice, your turn. So advice means when someone helps by telling you what you should do or say. So you can ask someone for advice if you need help working out what you should do or say. And today somebody's going to be asking someone else for advice. Okay, look out for those 3 words as we read today. So I'm going to be asking you 1 mark and 2 mark answers. You're going to look carefully at how many marks each question is worth. Now, I know you've been doing this with Miss Borum, so let's see if you can remember what a 1 mark and a 2 mark question is. Let's see. 1 mark questions need a short, snappy answer. My turn with the actions. 1 mark questions need a short, snappy answer. Your turn. My turn. 1 mark questions need a short, snappy answer. Your turn. Well done. So we're going to be asking 1 mark questions and also 2 mark questions. What are they again? 2-mark questions need a PE answer. Point and evidence. My turn with the actions. 2-mark questions need a PE answer. Point and evidence. So you have to write the main idea you want to talk about and then prove your point as well. Your turn. Off you go. My turn. 2-mark questions need a PE answer. Point and evidence. Your turn. Well done. All right, so we're going to get reading now. So we're starting off from where we left off yesterday, or on Friday, which was page 62. So we're starting halfway down the page, and the beginning of the sentence is, the next night Max popped over. So pause the video while you find that part in the book, and then press play when you're ready to begin. Well done, everybody. So have your finger or your ruler, if you have one, ready at the next night, ready for me to read. And I'm going to be asking you some questions as we read through. Let's go. The next night, Max popped over. "Hello, young fellow," said Uncle B. Oh, that's right, he popped over to Uncle B's place, his next door neighbour. "Hello, young fellow," said Uncle B. "Have some munchy meat. They always give me more than I can manage." "No, thanks. It's your advice I need." Oh, advice, remember that's one of our key words. He needs some help. "No, thanks. It's your advice I need," said Max, getting straight to the point. "Shoot," said Uncle B. "Oh, I've got a question. Why did Uncle B know that Max wanted his help quickly?" Have a look. How many marks is this question? Very good. 1 mark. So we need a short, snappy answer. Right. So have a look back. Why did Uncle B know that Max wanted his help quickly? Say your answer out loud. Then write it down on your piece of paper. Pause the video and play it again once you've written it down. Well done, everybody. Why did Uncle B know that Max wanted his help quickly? Max said no thanks to the munchy meat and got straight to the point. Very good. There's your short, snappy answer. Max said no thanks to the munchy meat and got straight to the point. I've underlined and made red the key words there because those words are taken straight from the book. Give yourself a tick if you got that answer, or pause the video and make some changes if your answer needs a bit of work. Okay, let's keep reading. We are at the sentence underneath the pictures of the picture of the 2 hedgehogs on page 63. Let's go. He listened carefully while Max told him everything that had happened so far in his efforts to find a safe hedgehog crossing. "I must say," he said when Max had finished, "I admire your spirit and your ambition. Finding a really safe way to cross roads would benefit the whole of hedgehog kind. But the 2 methods that humans use don't seem to be suitable for us. No better, it appears from your experiences, than the old time-honoured way. Look right, look left, look right again before crossing." I have another question for you. What does Uncle B think about crossing the road using the method of look right, look left, look right again? How many marks is this question? Very good. 2-mark question needs a PE answer, point and evidence. First, listen while I think aloud. I think, there's my point, that Uncle B doesn't think crossing the road this way is a good idea. I think this because, my evidence, he said that looking left, looking right, looking left and looking right again was no better than the way the humans cross, and that is not suitable for us. Now it's your turn. Say your answer out loud and then make a note of your ideas on the piece of paper in front of you. Pause the video now and press play when you're ready to check it. So there's my answer. Does yours look like that? Or similar? Have you got a point? I think Uncle B didn't think crossing the road this way was a good idea. I think this because, evidence, he said looking right and left is no better than the ways humans cross, which aren't suitable for us. Well done. Let's keep reading. We're halfway down the page on page 64 at the sentence that starts with one thing. Find that and press play when you're ready. One thing strikes me, however. Uncle B paused. What's that, Uncle B? All your research so far has been at night time because hedgehogs are nocturnal, but humans aren't. They don't see at all well at night, which is why they keep on clobbering us. Now, if you could only find a place to cross in broad daylight, then at least they could see us coming. It might pay us to change our habits. Better to lose your sleep than your life. That's what I say. Well, said Max, I suppose that either of the two ways I've tried would work in daylight too. Trouble is, with either of them, you've got to get across so quickly. If only there was a human who could stop the traffic and make absolutely sure it didn't move till you were safely over. There are humans like that, said Uncle B. I saw one once when I was out during the day. Not something I often do. He was a big man dressed in blue, with a tall domed hat on his head. He just held up his hand and everything stopped while some small humans crossed the street. Once they were safely on the other side, he waved the traffic on again. Max pondered this. So, he said, there might be lots and lots of small humans who have to cross the street by day? Uncle B nodded. And big humans, Max continued, would worry about the small ones getting across safely? Oh yes, just like hedgehogs. So there simply must be a special, perfectly safe daytime crossing place for small humans. Now, where on earth could that be? You tell me, Max, you tell me, said Uncle B. I will, said Max, I will. I have another question for you. Does Uncle B know where the small humans cross safely? Why? How many marks is this question? 2 marks. So this is a 2-mark question that needs a PE answer, a point and evidence. Have a read back of the last few sentences, then say your answer out loud and make a note of it in your book or on a piece of paper. Pause the video and then play when you're ready to continue. Pause now. I think there's my point. Uncle B does not know where the small humans cross safely because, here's my evidence, he says to Max, "You tell me, Max, you tell me." And Max says, "I will." Did you have something like this? Give yourself a tick if you did, or pause the video while you make some changes to your work. So when you're checking over your answer, have you earned 2 marks? Have you got your point? Have you started with "I think"? Have you added in "because"? And do you have evidence? In my answer, I've taken some words from the text to support my point. Did you get 2 marks? Well done. Well, Year 3, we have made it to the end of Chapter 7. So tomorrow we're going to be continuing on starting at Chapter 8 to find out what happens. And we're going to continue making inferences. So on your piece of paper or in your home learning book, you can make a prediction about what you think is going to happen. Do you think Max is going to find out where the small humans cross? And so that he can tell Uncle B? I wonder. Tomorrow we're going to find out. Well, thank you so much, Year 3, for joining me and for being focused so well throughout this lesson. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, or speaking to you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your day.